I'm Darren Turner. I'm a works driver with Aston Martin and I've been with the team since 2005. I mean, I've been really lucky. You know, the first time that the DBR9 tested was, I think it was October, November time, 2004, and I've been involved with, you know, the beginning of the testing. And one of the highlights of that was getting the feel for the Aston Martin V12 6-litre GT1 engine. It came from the DB9, the road car DB9 engine, well proven on the road, and then developed by ProDrive in Banbury to be one of the best, I'd say probably one of the best engines I've ever had in racing terms. One of those engines that you could use, you know, the whole torque range, the RPM, it was very driver friendly, and you know, one of the keys with, especially with the GT1 cars, they were big cars, you know, powerful cars, a lot of horsepower, good aero, and a good balance with the car, but you still needed an engine that was able to be used in all scenarios. And you know, when you go out in, say, qualifying, you've got low fuel, new tyres, everything's absolutely perfect, and you're less worried about how the engine is performing. You just want everything that the engine can do. But then you get into a race scenario and you need that sort of drivability, and that was one of the big things that came from this particular V12 that Aston and ProDrive developed. And it meant that we had a car that was easy to use. Didn't matter if it was pouring down with rain, we're 3 stints old on a set of slicks at Le Mans, it still meant that we had that controllability, and being able to use that power was key to the success of this car. Yeah, I think there's always a period, isn't it, with sports car racing in particular, and you look down, you know, got cars from the 70s and the 80s, and obviously these cars were the early sort of 2000s, and you know, up to probably 2010 in reality as a real competition car. And I think they appealed because they're very much like a road car, you know, a road car on steroids really, but it's the noise, you know, the screaming V12 down the Mulsanne straight. I think for a lot of fans it's what sports car racing is all about. And as a driver, you know, it was a very special place to be inside that cockpit. Front engine, V12, the noise, obviously the side exhaust and everything else. And we were racing against V8s as well, so there's a different noise. You know, that was the bit that was complementary out on the racetrack. And you know, there's fans of V8s and there's definitely fans of V12. And I'm in particular, you know, this era of racing is definitely the highlight for me as a professional driver. And I feel very lucky that I was involved with it for, you know, a good number of years. And in particular, this car, we raced it in 2007 at Le Mans. It was the first win for Aston Martin for many years, my first win at Le Mans, and in particular this 009 car is a real favourite of mine. So to be here at Goodwood for the members meeting, to enjoy the car, thankfully the new owner of the car trusted me with the car, and you know, it'd be great to go out and enjoy it around this circuit and let everyone hear the magic of that engine. Racing is about evolution and technology and obviously going forward, and you know, there's lots of new components to that with Formula E, etc. So will we ever see the same sort of enjoyment from just the noise of an engine? I don't think so. I think that era's gone now, but that's what makes weekends here at Goodwood so magical. You know, you go around the paddock, you've got cars over there from the 20s and 30s, you've got cars, and they all sound different, you know, to cars from the 80s, from the 60s and 70s, and that's what I think, you know, when you look back and you get to be part of these type of weekends is what makes it magic. And yeah, maybe in 20 years time when we have electric cars, it have a different feeling here at Goodwood, but we should really enjoy what they are now. You know, the fact that we've had them and we get to enjoy them now is really special. And you know, to be part of the lucky bunch of drivers that have got to enjoy it, and we've got one firing up behind us now, to have been able to enjoy it is a great part of when I retire. I'll look back and go, that was really special.
It's going to be a fantastic demonstration. You can see the lights coming on the cars now as it starts to get a little bit darker here at Goodwood, which I think just amplifies how good these GT1 cars look.
Yeah, it really is wonderful to see these and hear them back on circuit. And although this isn't a race, this is very much a demonstration. I think it has given us all an opportunity to soak up the atmosphere of these wonderful GT cars. And that's one of the joys of coming to these members meetings at Goodwood, is that they put together these collections of cars, a kind of collection that may never happen again, possibly. You know, the owners of these cars, are they really going to take them to every other event? No, but Goodwood means a lot to them. And so to get an assembly like this, Goodwood is one of the unique places in the world for putting a group together like this.
So many people enjoyed watching them in period that the current owners and the future owners of the cars are going to keep them going, you know, and that's to the benefit of all of us that come along to these race weekends, to still be able to get up close, to be able to listen to that glorious noise. I think, you know, that's what makes it such a great event, and long may it continue, because if we don't have this noise to enjoy, then life will be very dull.